What's going on, everyone? Juice Bags here, and welcome back to some 7 Days to Die. 1.0 launches in just a couple of days. This is going to be a brand new experience for console players, and of course, console players are going to have the pre-gen maps right at launch, plus Navisgain. Let's run through the new pre-gens as they did drop in the last update just a few days ago on the experimental branch for 7 Days to Die. So starting off, this is the 4K1 pre-gen. So it is a forest center map with the biomes off to the corners. The trader progression is going to send you to the desert. Then it's going to send you, actually, it's going to send you to the burnt forest first, then the desert, and then the snow, and then finally over to the wasteland. So you will work yourself around the map in a clockwise fashion. And these are the various trader locations. So we got two forest traders, we got two burnt forest traders, one desert, two snow, and then two in the wastelands. Taking a look at the tier 5 POIs, we do have a bunch of the new ones on this map. We've got Grover High. Let's see, we've got the Minotaur Theaters here. We also have the athletic complex, the Navisgain Athletic Complex. Where is that one going to be located? It's corrections. I love doing that Navisgain Athletic Complex map. And it looks like this is going to be the Navisgain Athletics Complex right here in the Burnt Forest. So there will be plenty of Tier 5 quests to do on this one. This is the 4K1 map. Now, taking a look at the 4K2 map, this one is a wasteland center. This one, it's going to send you clockwise around the map as well. You're going to start off in the forest, then go burnt forest, desert, snow, and finally into the wasteland. These are the trader locations for that one. This will be your starting trader. Only one trader in the forest on this one. Then we've got, two in the burnt forest, two in the desert, one in the snow, and then finally two in the wastelands area. This is a look at the tier 5 POIs. We do have the Grover High, the Minotaur Theater. We've got Navisgain Corrections is always a fun one. We do have the Athletics Complex as well. As far as the Wasteland POIs that you'll be doing in game, we got Crackabuck Headquarters, Dr. Karen Higashi Residence, Navisgain Corrections, Minotaur Theater, Vanity Tower. Grover High is still in the Wastelands, and as is the Athletic Complex. No, the Athletic Complex is over here in the snow, but nice assortment of Tier 5 Wasteland POIs. 4K3 is going to be kind of an odd-shaped one. We've got everything, all the biomes still in order, so you're going to go clockwise around the map. These are all of the trader locations, and then when we take a look at Tier 5 POIs, we do have 18 of them, the majority of them being located, of course, in the Wasteland. So should be good fun here. We got a Minotaur Theater, Vanity Tower, Ostrich Hotel, and a Crackabuck Headquarters, all looking like it's in the main downtown area here of the Wastelands. And then here is the final 4K map. This is 4K4. This particular one, this is the trader locations. It's going to send you from east to west for trader progression on this one. So you do have a trader, of course, in the forest area. Here's the city locations. And it's going to move you from burnt forest to the desert, snow, and then finally down to the wastelands. Two major city areas in the wastelands. I never play the 4K maps, but there is two really nice end game locations to build if this is your flavor. With that in mind, it's got 12 tier 5 POIs. Those are mainly located in that final area that is near that trader. So you're going to want to set up for endgame on this 4K map down in kind of the southwest corner of the map. Now moving over to the 6K maps. This is, let me scale this down just a little. This is the 6K1 pre-gen. Here's a look at our traders. Once again, we get that forest biome start. Tier 5, quite a few tier 5s, 23 total available on the map, and lots of them located up in the wastelands area. Where was that trader? You got 3 wasteland traders. To be honest with you, any of those 3 would be pretty darn good. This one's going to shoot you right off into the east to hit the burnt forest, then it's going to take you to the desert, the snow, and then finally to the wastelands. And following the same theme as the 4K maps, Pregen 6K2 is going to have that wasteland center biome. Taking a look at your traders, you're going to start off here in the south and you're going to go counterclockwise on this one. So you're going to be going over to the burnt forest, then up to the desert, then snow to the center wasteland area. This one has got a very nice sized city right in the center of the wastelands. If we take a look at the tier 5 POIs, quite a few there as well. Where is that trader? Either of these traders would be a great place to build, depending on what you wanted to focus on, I think. Down here would give you easy access to the forest area or any like coal resources or anything you would want to farm in the forest. If you're wanting to get fuel, then you want to go up top here for easy access up to the desert. The 6K3 Pregen, this one is going to start you up top, and you're going to work your way clockwise once again around the map. Once again, we got another super large city in the wasteland area. This is a look at all the trader locations. There will be 2 traders there in the forest, 3 in the burnt forest, 4 in the desert. Wow. 2 in the snow, and then 2 in the wastelands. Now, I mean, good gosh, this is just an incredible loadout for end game farming. Taking a look at those tier 5 POIs, they are spread out throughout. There's a tier 5 POI in every biome, but the biggest congestion of them is going to be right here in that wastelands area. And then for that 6K4 Pregen, this one is going to shoot you right across the map from east to west. This is a look at the trader locations here and the biome layouts. So this one's got 2 forest traders, 3 burnt forest. Looks like 3 desert, 4 in the snow, and then 3 in the wastelands. This is a tough call here on this wastelands one where to build. I think I personally would probably go somewhere around there. Let's take a look at where the tier 5 POIs are, though. The majority of them are in this top city area in the wastelands. I'm going to assume, yeah, there's a lot of skyscrapers there. So that is a downtown area, big time right there. We take a look at the stores throughout the map. The forest actually has a couple of them. So if you're doing the 6K4 Pregen, make sure that you hit up the grocery store and the passing gas for some easy books right here in the forest. This is the 8K1 Pregen, back to the center forest biome. Let's scale this down a little bit once again so it's easier to see. In this center forest biome, you're going to have 4 traders. Pretty much take your pick right here. It's going to shoot you off to the southeast and then send you up counterclockwise around the map to finally get to the wastelands. There is a very large city in the wastelands area, and that one of course has the bulk of the tier 5 POIs in the map. Taking a look again at the traders way down south here, but I'm thinking having a final base around that trader might be quite helpful. Once again, this is a huge city, so it's definitely going to have lots of skyscrapers. It does indeed. And then this map is got an abundance of stores, more stores than any of the other pregens. In the forest area, so there's going to be lots of area to loot. Passing gas, working stiff tools. There's actually a shotgun messiah in there. Lots of good stuff. Bo's Market and Mo's Groceries, not too far off. So that is a look at the Pregen 8K1. The Pregen 8K2 map is going to feature that center wasteland. So you're going to start off over here, work your way clockwise around the map once again until finally ending up in the center wasteland. A large portion of the wasteland is taken up by cities. Are we going to have skyscrapers on all of those? No, 3 of the 4. So of these 4 city areas, 3 of them have skyscrapers and a big downtown area. That's a look at the traders again. This one has 19 traders. So no shortage of traders throughout. And here are the tier 5 POIs. There's actually a tier 5 right there in the forest. A Grover High sitting right in the forest. So if you want to hit up a tier 5 POI just being in the forest, you've got one here for you. There is tons of stuff available, of course, though, in that wasteland biome. And crazy, there's tier 5 POIs throughout the entirety of the map. So Lots of good stuff. Looks like all of the new POIs that were added are going to be in this one. You'll be able to hit everything up. It's got a shotgun Messiah factory too, which I absolutely love raiding that one. This is a look at the 8K3 map. So this one's going to start you up top and then work you clockwise around the map, ending up in the Wastelands. Of course, there's 4 decent cities in the Wastelands, one of them quite large, assuming that's packed full of skyscrapers. Actually, both of those two have high-rise buildings in them. So taking a look at the traders again, man, it's going to be a tough call on where to settle on this one, but there is lots of good stuff in that wasteland area. Let's take a look at the tier 5 POIs. There's 30 tier 5 POIs on this one, and they're spread throughout. We've got them in every single biome, with the majority of them being there in the wasteland biome, and that is the 8K3 map. The 8K4 map has got this east to west thing going again, where you start off on the eastern side of the map and then work your way across. You will hit every single biome this way. There's a ton of traders on this one. We got 19 traders on this map as well. Many throughout the forest, lots of city areas, but it looks like not any super large cities. Yeah, they've got a couple of skyscrapers here and here. This one does not have as many of the high rises. Looks like there's a crack book, a Higashi, Dishong, and just a construction site as far as the tower type or skyscraper type buildings. Looking at the tier 5 POIs, this one's got 25. There's a bunch in the desert, so there's a lot right here. There are several throughout. The desert is a great place, particularly for a newer player, to make their end base, because they get a little bit into the game stage and loot stage multipliers. They're not in the wasteland quite yet, but if you're going to do a desert build, I think 8K4 Pregen might be the right one for you. There's lots of tier 5 POIs right here. There is a trader relatively convenient to that location, but this is also going to give you a little bit higher loot stage and game stage, with all of the resources to like make your own fuel as well. And here we go into the big 10K maps. This one is 10K1. You're going to start off in the center, then go directly south, and then work your way around in a counterclockwise fashion. That's a look at all the traders. There's 20 traders on this one. You've got 4 of them right in the forest area, so lots of selection. There's 2 pretty large city areas in the wasteland. If we take a look at the skyscrapers, those both have tons of skyscrapers. Those are going to be big metropolitan areas. And then taking a look at the tier 5 POIs, there's 43 tier 5 POIs on this one, covering just about everything you would want to see in the game. There's an excessive amount of army outposts, it looks like. But lots and lots to do in this one, with plenty of tier 5 POIs right there in the wastelands. The majority of them are right there, of course. Moving on over to 10K2. This is the second 10K map. Take a look at the trader locations. This one's going to do the counterclockwise thing, starting you off in the northeast and working a way around through the trader quests. Got the big center wastelands. The center wastelands, I love that pre-gen setting. I think we're going to be doing a center wastelands area on the season 2 or launch server for 7 Days to Die with the community server. Taking a look at these wasteland area, there's a couple of large cities, 5 cities in total. Assuming those are packed with skyscrapers. Yeah, they are. Holy crap, look at them all. There's a few skyscrapers throughout the map on this one, but an absolute ton in these 2 big cities. Is there a trader right between them? Not really. That's probably the closest trader to being right between the 2 city areas. I think I would want to build right around in there for easy access to both of those big cities. Now, taking a look overall, we've got 39 tier 5 POIs, and just so many here, so many here. There's actually more tier 5s in this northern city. It might make building up by that trader a slightly better choice, as there is some tier 5s over here and over here as well, which, you know, really anywhere in here you could access that entire thing. 10K3 is all about that counterclockwise experience once again. Let's scale this one down just a little bit so we can see it all. Taking a look at the traders, there is 20 traders. There's 4 traders in every single zone. So this one's going to have you go to the south and then up and around the map. There's two large cities, three decent sized cities right here in the middle of the wastelands with trader access, all of them. If you wanted to, if you were a player that's played more and wanted to get out of the forest right away, not follow the trader quest progression, and zoom on up to the wastelands, I would probably suggest the 10K3 for you. Taking a look, these are all big cities, big downtown areas with skyscrapers throughout. And as far as tier 5 POIs, it's just packed full of them up here in the wasteland. 44 total tier 5 POIs on this map, and lots to do right there in the wasteland. And then last but not least, we've got our final pre-gen map. This one is 10K4. It's going to start you in the east and work you over to the west. This one has got some pretty crazy city loadouts. These are the traders here throughout. There are 20 total traders, so 4 traders in each and every biome. This one, it's got some dense cities. Like, this is the skyscraper count here. There is a lot of skyscrapers in a downtown area, the top and to the bottom. This is a 10K map, so I mean, there's going to be stores throughout. Lots of stores right in the forest area. There's a working stiffs tools right in the center of the map. If you spawn up there, there is a book barn right down here at the bottom if you spawn there. So there's going to be some really good store locations to raid without a doubt. This one's, it is tier 4, so it would be a little bit of a step jumping into right out of the gates. But there's a close encounters gun range right up in the north area of the forest there. Now, taking a look once again at the traders, these are those trader locations, and then the tier 5 POIs. They're spread really throughout the map. Every biome has one. The bulk of them, of course, being in the wastelands, and it looks like the bulk of the tier 5s being down in that lower area. You got some fun ones there. Minotaur Theater is an absolute blast. I've been loving going through that one. That's going to be located all the way down at the bottom there. Let's see. What else do we have? I think that is about it. Taking a look at the traders again. I mean, I personally would probably shoot for this trader right here and building somewhere around that base. Now, of course, you don't need to build a base near a trader. It just makes it convenient for the trader quest progression. And that one is the 10K4 map. Now, if you want to use this tool, if you're a PC player and you want to use this tool that I'm using here for this video, I will link it down below. I've got no affiliation with it at all. It's a GitHub app, so use at your own leisure, I guess, or at your own risk, I should say. However, this is the tool I use. I've used it for years. I've never had a problem with it. So I will link it down in the description below. So thanks a ton for watching, y'all. Can't wait for 7 Days to Die to hit 1.0. Can't wait to jump in and experience the full 1.0 version after all these years. So thanks a ton for watching, and I will see you next time around. Take it easy.